Hi everyone, this is Erin from Lizzie Knits. Today I want to show you how to do the Kitchener stitch, and this is used to seam two pieces together and it will look completely seamless. This technique is great for grafting the end of a sock close at the toe, or making an infinity cowl or a Mobius cowl and having it nice and seamless. All right, so what you will need are your two pieces that you're joining, and you will need a tapestry needle. So as you place these together, we're going to be seaming these together off the needle, just 2 stitches at a time, and you want to have your wrong side facing inward. So when I put them together, I line them up, we have right side facing outward, right side facing outward. And for this, you want to make sure you have the same number of stitches on both needles. That's the only way this is going to work. So I believe I have 14 and 14. Okay, so to get started, normally I'm going to use a contrasting color yarn just so you guys can see what's going on. But normally you would use one of these tails. You'd cut it from your project and you'd probably want it like twice as wide or even 3 times as long as the width of what you're seaming. But like I said, for now, I am just going to use scrap yarn with a contrasting color that I've already threaded through my needle. All right, so you pick up your work. And another tip here is you want to be aware of how you hold it too. If you hold these real tight together in one, because you are holding them in one hand, but you don't want to pinch them so close because then you won't be able to get in and out of all these stitches. What I like to do is kind of keep a finger width space on the inside. Make it a little awkward sometimes, but you can play around with it and get used to it. So for this, the repeated process is 4 steps. I will show you that in a minute, but what you need to do first, there's 2 steps used to just set this up to get it going. So here's our setup. We're gonna put the thread through the first stitch on the front needle, and then the first stitch on the back needle. So setup step number 1, you're taking front needle, you go through the stitch purlwise. And do not take this off the needle yet. And my tail's unraveling here too. All right, so we went through purlwise on the first stitch, and we are going to go knitwise through the back stitch. And you pull that through. Okay, now we're set up. I have tails here, so they keep coming out, loosening up. Okay, so now we're going to do 4 steps of the repeated process that's going to get worked all the way to the last 2 stitches. So we're first going to be dealing with 2 stitches on the front needle, then we'll do 2 stitches on the back needle. So front needle, we're going to go in knitwise and take that stitch off. Okay, pull it through, and then we'll go in purlwise on the second stitch and leave that stitch on. And pull your yarn through. Then we bring this to the back. So now we're going to deal with the first and second stitch on the back needle, but this time we go purlwise on the first stitch, take it off, pull the needle through, and then knitwise, but keep it on. So as you see, so that was our 4 steps. As you see, we'll deal with 2 stitches on the first needle, 2 stitches on the back needle. The first one gets taken off, the second one gets left on. Same with the back needle. First one gets worked off, second one stays on. Okay, let's do that whole 4-step thing again. So now we are down to 13 stitches. Okay, so now the next 2 needles, we're going with the front needle this time. First one's gonna come off, and we're going knitwise, pop that one off, pull it through, and then purl, but that one stays on. Now back needle, purlwise, take it off, knitwise, keep it on. That was our 4. I'll do it again. Knitwise, front needle, knitwise, take it off, purlwise, leave it on. Back needle, it's opposite. So you purlwise and take it off, and then knitwise, keep it on. Okay, and as you move to, you can start shuffling these stitches further to the tip of your needle so they come off easier. Okay, let's do that little, let's do it one more time. Front needle, grab it, knitwise, take it off, purlwise, leave it on. Back one is purlwise, take it off, knitwise, leave it on. Go right in and do it again. Centered, knitwise, take it off, purlwise, leave it on. And then purlwise, take it off, knitwise, leave it on. And you will keep doing this. We'll do one more and I'll show you how it's supposed to look. Knitwise, take it off, purlwise, leave it on, purlwise, take it off, a little wrapped around there, knitwise, leave it on. So if you take a peek of what you've done so far, you look like you're creating more knit stitches. And then you can go through and start tighten these up too. So they might be a little loose if you didn't pull the yarn all the way through all the way. You can mess with it and pull a little as you go so they look consistent with the rest of your work. Okay. And then you want to keep repeating those 4 steps until you get to the last 2 stitches. Okay, so now I have worked that repeat until I have just 2 stitches left on the needle. So what you're gonna do, these 2, you just need to come off then, but you won't be dealing with a second stitch. So what you will do is knit the front needle one, come on, front needle one off. So we'll go knitwise, come off on his own. Knitwise, take it off, and that needle's done, and then purlwise on the back one, and that one can come off too. So the needles are out of here. Okay, then you can weave your end in however you like to finish up your project, tie it, weave the end on the inside. So as you can see too, now if I use the silver yarn like I normally would have, you'd see that all the stitches look the same. It looks like you just created another row of nice little knit V stitches, okay? And then on the back, looks like the purl side. Okay, that is the Kitchener stitch. Thanks for watching.